Hello guys, good evening sa ating lahat and we are here tonight again with our episode number 9 and this time we are waiting for a moment for our guests to come in dahil medyo mayroon tayong technical problems ng konti. And we have a very good topic tonight because we will be talking about the power of humor in your relationship. So, excited tayo sa guest nating ito dahil meron siyang maraming sikreto, maraming secrets na i-reveal sa atin kung ano yung ginagawa niya at paano niya ah, ginamit yung humor sa kanilang relasyon ng kanyang hobby, no? So yung guest natin mamaya is actually a wifey. So siguro nakikita nyo sa thumbnails natin while waiting for our date for this particular episode. Nakikita ninyo na yung guest natin ay talagang happy-happy yung disposition niya. So, we are trying to use this particular idea on how humor can empower your marriage. We actually look into the thought na laughter is good medicine. So having an important physiological effect on you and your spouse. So yung pagtatawa pala, yung you will have funny jokes with your partner, with your spouse, ay nakapagpapalakas sa atin, no? Bilang mag-asawa, ito yung nagbibigay sa atin ng power, no? So we have, in fact, kung meron kang sakit, minsan hindi mo na mararamdaman yung sakit mo dahil natatawa ka na lang, no? So because you're having fun in your, minsan yung komedyante yung partner natin, hindi na natin maiisip yung sakit natin. So, minsan, kahit meron tayong tantrum dahil nagpatawa yung partner sa atin, sometimes nakakalimutan na natin yung sama ng loob natin, nakakalimutan natin yung mga tantrums natin. So, we're still waiting for our guest, guys. So, while waiting, um, meron ba kayong experience, meron ba kayong karanasan kung saan you laugh when you don't feel like laughing? So, minsan kasi ah, natatawa tayo kahit minsan hindi natin gustong tumawa, 'di ba? So, isa itong sikreto sa marriage na kailangan natin sa mag-asawa, no? Laugh when you don't feel like laughing. So, minsan kasi wala sa mood yung pagtatawa natin, ngunit kailangan para lang malighten yung atmosphere, no? So, we really need to look into sometimes the lighter part of life para naman hindi masyadong burden, hindi masyadong mabigat yung dinadala natin. Minsan kung meron tayong masamang loob, meron tayong hinanakit, kung meron tayong malaking problemang iniisip, in my case, I would always look for something na medyo merong humor, no? So in a critical situation, in a crisis, in a trial, you just have to look at the lighter part of it. So mas maganda yung nakikita mo yung medyo fun part ng crisis na yan. So it doesn't mean na hindi mo na siniseryoso yung trials, yung mga sufferings mo. But then, just take it easy and take time to smile and take time to laugh, no? Kasi minsan kasi pinapabigat natin lalo kung ang disposition natin is we don't have a positive disposition on what we actually are experiencing. So, we are still waiting for our kasi yung PLDT ata or Globe, medyo merong ano sa ngayon yung connection nila. So, she's still trying to be with us through some naghahanap pa siguro ng connection, no? So, we will just have the patience to wait for our guest. Now, Another tip na siguro very powerful yung humor in a relationship is mas maganda kung alam mo kung nagsa-study ka, pinag-aralan mo yung funny bone ng asawa mo. So if you know kung paano siya ikikiliti, kung ano yung nagpapatawa sa kanya, mas maganda yon kasi um, tinitingnan mo talaga na etong expression na 'to, natatawa yung asawa ko. So you have to learn the funny bone of your husband or the funny bone of your wife. So ano kayang nagpapa-smile sa kanya, 'di ba? So you also have to look into it kasi 'pag nakita mo ng bumibigat na yung mukha, yung medyo mahaba na yung baba, 'di ba? So you also have to lighten the atmosphere again by trying to invoke yung mga funny expressions or funny actions ng hubby mo or ng wifey mo. So study your spouse's funny bone. And then meron namang mga sandali na you really have to stay clear of joking, no? So, you also have to look into the boundaries, no? Kung kailan ka mag-stop na hindi pwede itong gawin kong joke dahil magagalit lalo yung partner ko. So, staying clear of joking about sensitive issues like, for example, alam mo naman na nagi-gain weight yung partner mo, tapos imi-mention mo pa para mapatawa yung mga tao. So, minsan, yung hobby natin or yung wifey natin ay nasasaktan din. So, you don't have to joke about sensitive issues. Another thing is, when you make fun with family na mga in-laws mo ba, niya ginagamit mo yung mga in-laws mo para mapatawa, minsan nasasaktan yung wifey natin or yung hobby natin. And siguro 'pag, walang work yung partner natin tapos parang sensitive issue 'yan, tapos ginagamit mo 'yan para mapatawa, yung iba. So, this is also something na you really have to look into. So, staying clear of joking about sensitive issues. So, hindi kailangang maging obvious 'no, gagawin mong katawa-tawa yung mga issues na alam mo na masasaktan yung partner mo. So, here in this case, we really have to look into, um, na sensitive ka rin sa feelings ng partner mo. Maging sensitive ka sa maging feelings ng partner mo na ikakagalit niya or medyo masasaktan siya. So, wag mo na lang gawing joke, no? Pag sensitive yung mga issues. So, another tip siguro, alam mo ba na yung time ni Charlie Chaplin, kung kilala niyo siya, isa siyang comedian na he grew up in the poorest section of the country. So, mahirap sila and his mother suffered from serious mental illness. Tapos, his father died of alcoholism. So, maraming hugot sa buhay niya, ngunit dahil dun sa mga hugot niya, nakakagawa siya ng positive perspective ng mga krisis ng buhay niya. Kaya, meron siyang mga jokes na nakakatawa talaga dahil hugot 'to sa real life experience ni Charlie. So, minsan, yung mga jokers, yung mga comedians na nakikita natin, talagang hinuhugot nila yung mga jokes nila from real experiences. Kung ano yung mga experiences nila noon na naging katawa-tawa and they are trying to relay it and naging joke na rin para sa atin, no? So, minsan, we have to look to the positive aspect of our marriage kahit minsan we are into crisis or into trials. So, mahalaga talaga na meron tayong positive outlook and Sabi pa nga, the more you laugh together, the more you love your spouse. So, maganda din pala na you still have time for laughing together. And dahil minsan kung sobrang serious naman kayong dalawa sa buhay na mabobore yung isang partner sa atin, hindi naman masyadong ah, powerful, ano? Hindi nakakapag-empower sa relationship ninyo mag-asawa. So the more you laugh together, the more you love your spouse. So very important then na you will have some common things to laugh at, and usually this happens when you have time for each other. So kung minsan kasi nawawala na ng oras yung mag-asawa dahil busy-busy na, so minsan wala ng time to laugh together, no? So yung problema na lang ang laging inaatupag, and yung mga bata na lang yung laging tinitingnan, at hindi nakikita yung punto, no? Yung punto kung saan you can laugh together, no? So that meron nga akong nababasang isang tanong noon na parang wala na silang gana sa isa't isa, yung si wifey at si hubby. Feeling ni wifey wala na siyang gana sa hubby niya, at si hubby naman wala nang gana sa wifey niya. So, yun lang pala, they do not have, nang tinatanong ko yung ano yung circumstance ng pagsasama nila, yun pala, they do not have time already together for each other. So, wag niyong kalimutan yung date nights nyo, no? Mahalaga talaga yung date nights dahil doon sa date nights natin, doon natin maranasan yung closeness, yung intimacy ninyo mag-asawa. So, very important talaga na magkaroon ng time together so that you will have fun and you will be laughing together with your spouse. So, let us just check kung andito na ba yung guest natin. If in case di talaga kaya ng internet connection, so we will just have to postpone the guesting of this friend of ours, pero we will still invite her, no, yung mga next episodes natin. So it's beyond our uh, hold already, lalo na pag connectivity ang pinag-uusapan. So wala tayong magagawa diyan, no? So sometimes you also have to look into the importance of laughter in our lives, or especially in your marriage. Kasi sabi rin naman sa Proverbs 17:22, it tells us a cheerful heart is good medicine. So, to have a sense of humor is to have an understanding of human suffering. So, yun nga, yung sinasabi ko noon na kanina na si Charlie Chaplin, dahil marami siyang human suffering, kaya nakapaghugot siya dahil naintindihan niya kung bakit dumating sa buhay niya yung lahat ng mga medyo ah, hindi magagandang pangyayari, dahil alam niya na it's but normal sa buhay na meron talagang minsan trials and crisis sa pagsasama, sa family. So dahil malalim yung understanding niya sa karanasang yon, nakapaghugot siya at meron siyang sense of humor. Also, um, as I have mentioned, a cheerful heart is good medicine. It can also give a healthy heart for you bilang mag-asawa, no? So if you are cheerful, even if you have the trials, katulad ngayon, di ba? COVID time, pandemic time, but yet, if you are together with your family at home for 5 months already, and you still have time to laugh together na wala na tayong bigas at natatawa na lang tayo, wala na tayong ulam, puro na lang lata, di ba? So parang ganun, at nagtatawa na lang tayo, it adds spice to your relationship. So you also have to look into how you can contribute in your relationship in terms of fun, in terms of humor, no? So you check um you check some situations in marriage na minsan natatawa ka. For example, wala nang laman yung pitaka mo. Ano yung mga times na natatawa kayo mag-asawa na naging joke na lang kung walang laman yung pitaka? And minsan yung mga bata na very misbehaving, minsan si wifey laging galit, 'di ba? Si wifey minsan lagi na lang medyo nawawala ng pasensya sa mga bata. But then you can look for humor about that and be creative, no? Use jokes and be creative of what is possible na pwede ninyong maka-share kayo, makapag-share kayo ng uh, laughing moments, fun moments with your husband, with your spouse, and with your children. So, in this case, we also have to look into uh, some funny situations like yung you cannot remember your date night at paano yan, kung ano yung nangyayari, yung mga funny moments ninyo when you were still sweethearts, no? Yung magnobyo pa lang kayo, you can also try to recall those memories kasi minsan you parang natatabunan lahat yung mga fun moments dahil yung iniisip na lang natin yung mga crisis, yung mga trials sa buhay. So, it is very, very important that we know how to laugh, we know how to make jokes, we know how to have fun together, because as I have said, the more you laugh together, the more you love your spouse. So siguro we will just end up to this moment and let us just check if andito na ba yung ano natin. So we have nag-cut pala, nag-advisory yung PLDT na meron silang interruption ng kanilang technical team. So, hindi na lang natin ipupursigi and we will just have to postpone this particular episode. So anyway, I have given you some inputs this time on the power of humor and we will have part 2 for this. Kasi hindi naman talaga natin ano, hawak yung panahon and hawak yung PLDT at Globe, and by this time talagang ang daming problema ngayon sa connectivity, lalo na magbubukas na yung klase. So again, what's our input na yun palang humor, yung fun in our relationship is very important to empower our closeness, to empower our relationship as husband and wife, and para naman po mapapagaan yung mga sitwasyong mabigat na sitwasyon natin as a couple. So, this will have a second part and hopefully maayos na yung PLDT or Globe connection. Dalawa kasi yung connection nila, sabay pang nawala, no? So, yung PLDT at Globe connection natin. So, always remember, a cheerful heart is good medicine and laughter is good medicine. And it has an important physiological effect on you and your spouse. So God bless, good night, and more power. This is Nanay Jet. God bless. So